world's best freestylers, flying through the air like Superman, doing the most wicked tricks that defy gravity, all year long. Now it's time for one last peek at the reckless tricks that have made these freestyle superstars legendary. Relive the greatest moments from the past season when the freestyle motocross superstars put it all on the line for you, the fans.
Welcome, everyone, to the MX Hour. I'm Robbie Floyd with Denny Stevenson. We're just outside of Denver, Colorado at Copper Mountain Resort. The final stop of the National Arena Cross Series was last night. We're here for the awards banquet, and you will see the best of the Arena Cross Series next week. But tonight, it's all about IFMA Freestyle Motocross. The best of the year had to offer, and the MX Hour had the best riders. IFMA, everybody stepped up for 2003.
Man, we had a great season. We toured all over the United States in front of sold-out crowds. Guys like Dustin Miller, Drake McElroy, Kenny Bartram. Man, they just tore the season up.
All the big names were there, and it started at Phoenix, Arizona, where history was made. The first stop on the MX Hour was Phoenix, Arizona, and boy, it got started off in a big way. This is a hotbed of freestyle motocross. The DISTLER brothers are from here. Nate Adams, a lot of freestyle motocross riders.
A chance for these guys to all show their stuff in front of the hometown crowd. Nothing like playing to the family and friends.
Yes, Ronnie Renner was first up. He qualified number 2. Boy, he did not finish that way, and here's how it went down. There's a little look-back switchblade variation as well, showing you all the varieties. Judges like to see different stuff. They don't want to see the same old double grab, heart attack, look back.
He's doing it all right now. Giving his last jump as time expires. A huge shell in. Wow. I don't know, he might be taking that hot seat away from Jesse Olsen, Robbie.
Yeah, showing his flatland routine as well. Now, the crowd loves this guy. Look at him. He can hop, dig, he breaks out there. He does it all. All right, Denny, let's look at this again.
We're back in super slow-mo. An incredible rock solid, completely away from the bike. Let's go of everything. It's moves like this that I think he's going to jump back in that hot seat. Here he goes. A no-leg and knack, bike completely sideways, fully extended. You know how hard that is to bring the bike back underneath you?
I know. That's why I'm not doing it.
So we're sitting right here, Robbie.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, with a score of 92.5, we have got a new hot seat winner, Ronnie Renner. Get up on in there. Jesse, let's hear another big round for Jesse Olsen, too, another great competitor here tonight.
So Jesse Olsen's 91.7 did not hold out. Ronnie Renner takes that hot seat.
Next up was Dustin Miller. Dustin was the #1 qualifier. It'd be interesting to see if he could knock that Renner off the hot seat.
93.5 was his score. That is enough to do it if he can keep it up. But he had a good run going until things went all kinds of wrong for him, didn't he?
He just overjumped just a little bit up into the tough blocks. And in freestyle motocross, you cannot make a mistake like that.
No, you can't. So that means Dustin Miller did not have a chance to take the win. And the first time ever, Ronnie Renner wins an IFMA event.
Ronnie, it's been a long time coming, my man. You finally put one in the record books with your name on it. How ecstatic are you right now? How ecstatic are you right now?
Oh, I'm so pumped. I still can't believe it, really. It's my first contest I ever won, decided to step up, and dude, I'm so pumped. You guys are loud as all hell. What up, Arizona?
So write it down in the record books. Ronnie Renner takes his first IFMA win in Phoenix, Arizona. But Denny, we've got a lot more of the IFMA series to come.
Ronnie Renner's a pure showman as we saw him bust a big cannonball. But that's not it. We've got plenty of highlights. More from Sun City. Come right back.
Welcome back to Phoenix, Arizona. IFMA Freestyle Motocross presented by XM Satellite Radio. It's the best of show. Of course, we have 2 nights of competition. We saw Ronnie Renner win the first one, and this tour goes all across the country. Clear Channel puts it on, but the best cities, the best riders, it's a great show.
Now, it's a great opportunity for all kinds of freestyle guys to hit the best venues in some of the greatest cities of the United States. Phoenix, Louisville, Salt Lake City, Denver, you name it, man. These guys have been there.
All right, we said Arizona, hotbed of freestyle motocross, and Phoenix, Tempe, all around the whole state. I don't know what it is. Must be in the water or the lack thereof. The big disc, John DISTLER, he's going to be a big favorite here in Arizona, as well as his brother, Little Disc, Nate Adams, the rest of the crew. And we caught up with John and asked him, what is Hession aggression?
Basically, the Hession aggression started with me, Robert, Nate Adams, and Jeff Detzer, just traveling the country, doing the events, and just noticing all the older men, 35, 40 years old, that still stuck in the 80s, running the mullets, the cut-off shirts, cut-off jean shorts, and listening to Megadeth and Metallica every single day of their lives since they were like 10 years old or whatever. And when we just see those people, they're always pissed off for some reason. We can't quite figure it out, but they always have a mean look on their face. So we just started calling them the Hession aggression. And like, we go, look at that Hession aggression over there, and we get a good laugh at them. And one day we decided to make shirts to make fun of them because we're going to a really podunk town somewhere, and the fans loved it, and they started asking around for it, so decided to turn it into a company.
Everyone loves the mullet, Denny Stevenson. Well, Drake McElroy, he was the #2 qualifier behind Ronnie Renner, but he had a great run in the final.
Drake is one of my favorite riders on tour. One of the smoothest riders going around, and look at some of these tricks. Robbie Floyd, this man was on fire.
He extends it all the way out. There's no doubt about it. And after the event, he talked to Lurch.
T-Mac, you did what you had to do. You knocked Dustin Miller off. You're sitting here at the end of the night just where you wanted to be.
Yeah, this is actually one of the toughest contests we've rode all year. Everybody rode so good. I'm pumped to be here riding with all my friends. And I appreciate Phoenix for loving me when I was out there, and everyone else here tonight.
So no one can step up quite like Drake McElroy could. Now we have other riders maybe you haven't heard of. Darren Bonnet, Adam Jones, some not so big names who can throw some really big tricks.
They weren't big names when the season began, but by the time we got done, these guys were all stars.
Louisville, Kentucky was our next stop, and it got off in a big way. A venue that's known for basketball here in Freedom Hall, but it was all freestyle.
You see Jake Whittam on that Suzuki looking solid, but look at this crazy crowd in Louisville.
Yeah, they do look a little nuts out there. Well, our first round in Phoenix, the local boy Nate Adams didn't perform as well as he wanted to, but he showed up in Louisville, Kentucky. Man, he had a great ride. It was so good, it actually turned out to be the #1 ride of the night.
Look at that. Very good form on the stripper.
I haven't seen a stripper all night.
There was one right there, Devo. Almost through this run, about 20 seconds left. I like the way. Look at that. Perfect.
Put
Let
lazy
the
boys
front end
front it
drop.
down, toy parallel with the landing. That's the technical stuff the judges need to keep an eye on.
Little intricacies that really make the judges, perk up and say, man, that was nice. One more trick. Look back, heart attack. He lands that was smooth as well.
A huge run.
I liked it.
That was a great run by Nate Adams. Really happy to see that.
That was good. Take a look at this. McMets to no-handed lander. Just doesn't get any better than that.
See a little shimmy shimmy.
Well, this is the best of show. Let's show you one of our better riders out there. Bo Bamberg went sterilizer 2.
I just can't get it loaded into the wall. Big Bo knocks it down for this crowd.
Well, Drake McElroy, we saw how well he did at Phoenix that second night. Here in Louisville, he had the game, just not quite enough of it. And this guy, first time to really see him, near 100%, was hurt at the X game. He came back, but just not quite enough to knock off the young gun, Nate Adams. He takes another win in his IFMA career. That Target Butterfinger Honda was on here in Louisville. That was the first night. Of course, 2 nights of competition. This crowd, they get a chance to check out some product, get the T-shirts, check out Meet the Riders, maybe get some autographs, Denny.
Yeah, it's a perfect opportunity. IFMA Clear Channel. You got the pit party. People can come down, get autographs, get a little personal attention with these riders.
And you can meet the cowboy himself. We said he was hurt at the X Games, near 100%. He was definitely on for night #2, the second night of IFMA competition.
So much control like that running man, nothing can. You have to know exactly what that bike is going to do at every single second.
Kenny's uncle Guy Cooper is known as a huge showman in Supercross with big whips. I think Kenny Bartram has shown up his uncle. He is definitely the #1 showman in that family.
Rodeo air followed by a lazy boy. I mean, he exemplifies smooth and confidence. He has the entire package. Look at that. Double grab heart attack. I mean, he just, like he's walking. You know, I mean, I can't even pat my head, rub my stomach, whatever those guys are. He's stepping off nag-nags like that. Drake McElroy knows. Kenny's about to knock him off if he keeps this run going.
And that was a huge trick back to the bike. Was completely whipped, a huge knack. I love watching Kenny Bartram right now. He's winning me over every time I see him on a bike.
Miracle whip, and you know what? He's probably going to get in one more trick than everyone else. Cuts the corner short, and that is exactly the case. He was committed on that ramp. Rock solid.
Man, that was a huge rock solid. Ends it with a nose wheel. His legs were floating up over the top of his head.
Like a heart attack. I mean, that is confidence.
The judges got to love that run right there.
Kenny, you've been riding herd lately, but you came here right now and just popped off the big win you need to get back on course.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, this is definitely a confidence builder, and I think I'm back. I feel pretty good. The ankle's feeling great. Definitely thank you, fans, for coming out. Give a special thanks to S&S Power Sports for the hookup on the gas can, and thank you guys for coming out. Come back next year.
So Cowboy Kenny puts his KTM on that victory podium, another IFMA win, and that was going to be it for this round, but we still have more from Salt Lake City and many more cities still to come. The IFMA Freestyle Motocross, the MX Hour. Welcome back to the MX Hour, another episode of All Access, the best of IFMA Freestyle Motocross from right here in the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. Kenny Bartram finish in that #1 position. It seems like every city we go to, Kenny finishes in that #1 position.
I've been riding IFMA competition since 1998, and in 2000 I won the spring portion of it, and never got any kind of recognition because it's a year-long series, so I wasn't ever crowned champion, and that's just something I've always wanted since then. And I also have a kind of a career goal is to win every series out there. And so IFMA, Advanced Triple Crown, and all that is part of it. So last year I did set a goal to win the IFMA series. Stuck with it. I committed myself to the series and ended up winning. So I'm super happy with the year, and just the whole year of 2002 was a phenomenal year for me.
Yeah, I'd be pretty happy. How about you, Denny Stevenson? Advanced Triple Crown, he almost won every single event. There were 6 nights of competition. He won 5 coming into that last round. Only Ronnie Renner and Drake McElroy could knock him off.
And there's the man right now, Hoocho Daddy Ronnie Renner. Oh, look at him. He's just drained from such an event.
Renner sits in the hot seat, but Kenny Bartram, the #1 qualifier, remains, and he won the last round. Here's how it went down. There's that super knack. Holds on to the airbox, brings the legs around. A good run going so far, Devo. I don't see any mistakes. Cliffhanger, base jumped that thing, but he checked the bars. He grabbed them. But again, that just gives him more time to do another one. Look at that.
Seat bounces that ramp.
Yeah, does like a stale fish tabletop right there. Reaches around, grabs that back fender. Rodeo to rodeo lander that time.
I like that trick. That's a cool trick. I remember when Pastrana busts that out. And it's appropriate for Cowboy Kenny.
Yes, it is. One more big jump to go. Rock solid. Oh, yeah, baby. Heart attack style. Oh, man, that extension was all that.
I want to thank Ronnie Renner for warming up the hot seat.
Ronnie Renner, an impressive 91.9 is the score to beat. Kenny Bartram, 93.5! Ladies and gentlemen, the Cowboy reigns supreme. Kenny, come on up here. Renner, great ride by Ronnie Renner. You got to be impressed by the way these guys are stepping it up in the Y2K3.
Yeah, Y2K3. Yeah, everybody is really stepping it up. Matt Byton, Renner, Miller, everybody's coming out with new tricks. Just really riding good.
Is there anything that we're going to see? Do you have like maybe a top secret trick we're going to see later on in the year?
There's a couple top secret tricks, but I'm not revealing them to you.
I wouldn't tell anybody like everyone in TV land. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get one more big round of applause with a presentation of our trophy, Mr. Kenny the Cowboy Bartram.
Hey, Denny, can you bring me the broom? Because Kenny Bartram just swept this place. Salt Lake City is over with, and he took both wins. And when we come back, we'll be in Denver, Colorado. Another stop in the IFMA Freestyle Motocross Tour, and some names maybe you haven't heard of, including Darren Conant and Chris Dennison. Welcome back to the Best Of Show. IFMA Freestyle Motocross presented by XM Satellite Radio. Now we're in Denver, Colorado. And as you can see, some of the young kids, Miles Richmond and Adam Jones, having a little too much fun back in the pits.
These guys are laid back. It's freestyle motocross at its finest. And hey, Denver, what a perfect place to be. This crowd is always on top of it, on their feet, as you can see. And kicking it off, local boy, Chris Dennison.
Yeah, he's from Sedalia, Colorado, an Answer Pro taper machine, and a lot of young guns did well here. Andy Jones, another one, nice switchblade. Look back, and you know, this isn't a sport just for all the veterans. You got to throw in some new names as well. Jimmy McGuire, he fits right in the middle. He's been around for a while, but he still has a lot of flash, a lot of style, as well as Hollywood, Jesse Olsen.
Jesse always coming to the top of his game, and as we saw earlier, he likes to throw that wadlander.
Well, Adam Jones finished 2002 with a win.